Radio TV. I am your host, Montana Moore. We're building business leaders of tomorrow today, BLOTT Incorporated. Co-host sitting right here is no other than
Vernon Tyus. Now we're here to give you some good information about business, and we're going to discover a lot of other things that's getting ready to happen in the near future for 2020. Our vision is big, and we hope yours is as well. So,
yes,
what we got going on?
We have the BLOTT classes are in session now. So if you did not make it to this session, of course you can make it to the next class. It's going to be starting March the 15th. That's a Sunday, 1 to 4. Mondays are going to be 6 to 9. Real estate is coming up February 12th from 6 to 9. It's going to be a Wednesday. If you want to register, give us a call at 216-815-7300. And what else is going on? We got anything else?
Yeah, we got the Money Paradigm, which
Money
is
Paradigm
going to be here in the spring.
Yes.
And we have a bigger venue.
Yes.
The place is going to be 5 times bigger than where we were. We expect some big vendors there. So if you're a vendor, if you're selling life insurance, business services, anything that can help our business recipients out, contact Montana at what number?
216-815-7300.
And we about to have a whole bunch of stuff coming at you in the next 5 minutes about what's going to be happening over here in our community in Cleveland, down here in Ward 7.
Ward 7, woo woo! Y'all watching, y'all Ward 7, get ready.
Okay. So, how was your week?
My week was good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't just tell me it's good. You have to tell us about it. Tell the whole world. Why was it good?
I got some sleep. I got some work done.
Okay.
The classes was great. We have a tremendous class that just came in. They're trying to get their nonprofit, for-profit business structure and business development together. So next week they're going to be getting there. They're going to be a nonprofit, for-profit. They're going to do the applications in class. So congratulations to the people that stepped out, want to get their businesses started. They serious. They're real serious. They not playing. And I guess, the most complaints is I'm tired of working for somebody and getting that person rich.
Absolutely.
So
now, one of the biggest lessons I learned Friday, this weekend, all of the weekend, is people focus on how do you spend your money. My lesson this weekend is how do you spend your time.
Right.
Okay, time is something you can't get back. Money, you can go earn it again.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So time gives you the opportunity to recoup all that money that you lost.
Right.
Okay. The other thing is I like to make a comment about our class. Right now we in the class, 2 classes. We got a very healthy group. I'm talking about, when I say healthy, that means they're all collaborating. We got high energy on Sunday and Monday. And right now we in the phase where we're talking about macroeconomic planning. Okay, when we talk about this macroeconomic planning, we talking about not just your business, but your personal, and how we use the business, real estate assets, and everything else to enhance your personal wealth. Protect it and leave it for your legacy.
Right. Also, we got CCW training coming up next Saturday, actually, oh my God, what's the time? I apologize. I forgot the time. I think it's from 9 to 3. It's a CCW class. If you are interested in real estate, like I said, the real estate class will be starting in February 12th. Also, if you want to start group homes, we're going to have group home training starting next Saturday. So give us a call again. If you're interested, we can refer you to the person that's going to be doing group home training. And pretty much what else is going down?
Well, this is what I like to share. Is if they're going into group home, they might as well sign up for the real estate classes, because those 2 items are unnecessary.
And then sign up for the business class, because they probably want to put their real estate under business.
But own your real estate, okay?
Yeah.
Learn how to maneuver that real estate when you get into these group homes. It's because you don't want to go out here and have to keep moving your group home because you don't own the property and the landlord is not doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
So learn that.
All right, so we got not 2 special guests. We got 3 special guests that came into the radio station today that we're going to be they're going to be representing their businesses, everything that they have. So,
Now, but first, let's give them the proper introduction.
Go ahead and read it.
Okay. The person that we're getting ready to introduce has been a member of BLOTT for how many months now? Albert, you can help us out.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been a member of BLOTT for about 6 months.
6 months.
Okay.
6 months. He has taken the business class.
Yep.
The real estate class.
Yep.
Sir.
Marketing class.
Marketing class. He's a big supporter of BBLOTT.
Yes.
And he has some great things that he has brought back to his organization,
Yeah.
which is the Masjid of Bilal, right here in Ward 7.
That's correct.
Yay!
All right, so he's going to give you a lot of information. He brought all his constituents, his brothers with him,
Yes.
and we're going to just blast you with the information, and then he's going to come back a half a dozen more times.
I gotta give him a whoop, whoop. All right. So give us some information about your journey with BBLOTT. You know, the journey with Masjid Bilal. What's your goals? What's your business desires? What's going on in Ward 7?
Okay. Thank you very much for allowing us to be a part of this
Oh, you're
program
very
today.
welcome.
Again, my name is Al Najieb. I'm one of the assistants of Imam Sabir, the leader of Masjid Bilal of Cleveland.
Okay.
We're located on the corner of East 75th Street and Euclid Avenue. Thank you. And our phone number is 216-391-8899 if you want more information about us. We have a website of masjidbilalofcleveland.org. As you can probably infer by our name, we're an Islamic house of worship, and our purpose is to promote the religious beliefs of Al-Islam, but our second purpose is to support the community, to promote the well-being of the community. We can talk about religion all you want, but if you're not talking about the people who are in the religious beliefs, who are amongst the people in the community around it, you're really just talking about theory. And so it's important for us to really understand how to support the people in our area. One of the things that attracted me to BBLOTT is that you have the details on how to do that. And again, we don't just talk about theory. You give me practical understanding on how to do that with the information on marketing, the information on nonprofit. Religious institutions are basically nonprofits. Mm-hmm. So I needed to understand how to do that. And when Councilman Bashir Jones introduced us to BBLOTT in one of his meetings, it rang a bell in my head. Ah, yes, now I can get some more detailed information.
Very good.
So that's how I hooked up with you guys. Once he introduced me to you guys, I gave a phone call. Y'all obviously invited me to your setup, so I came to the classes and to the meetings. I've been happy about it ever since. I've learned a ton of information. I passed on a ton of information to the Imam Sabir and to my co-worker in arms, Alan Seifullah, and we've been rolling with it ever since. We've put together a yearly calendar based upon a lot of the information that you've given us.
Right.
We are using your services to start developing programming so that we can better serve the community. We're talking about job fairs. We're talking about a number of other activities as well. I can get into that detail later if you want me to, but you asked me why I'm here, that's why I'm here.
Oh, yeah, we going to make room for you to give them details. Yeah, we going to make some room. Okay, now, give us the first and the closest event. No, but first, let's do an introduction to the other brothers that's here.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Let them speak a little bit.
All right. I want to introduce right now the senior imam of Masjid Bilal, Shafeeq Sabir.
Yes, thank you for inviting me to join Albert in this excellent program today. I'm honored to be here to share whatever I'm asked, whatever I can do to contribute to benefit our community in this ward. That's why I'm here.
Thank you for
Very
being
good,
here.
very good.
And my cohort, Alan Seifullah, Mr. Do-It-All, he knows everybody. He knows the mayor, he knows the police, he knows everybody. We depend upon him as an external source of information.
Okay.
Alan Seifullah.
That just means I'm old. But my background is journalism, so I was a newspaper reporter. I worked for Mayor Michael White, Mayor Frank Jackson, City of Cleveland. All of that time, everything that I've done there has been sort of funneled through my work at Masjid Bilal. So, we want a better community, a healthier community. So that's basically what I'm all about. Trying to make sure that we're involved in the politics of our community, the business aspects of our community, and share it with our members.
Absolutely, I like that. That's good, because a lot of it, when we start talking about progression, and I was taught this when I was young, is it's not all about what you know. It includes who you know.
Yeah.
And if you know a lot of people, then that means you got a lot of talent at your fingertips, and they need to be shared with the community and utilized. Yeah. So let's go to the closest event, the nearest event that's just getting ready to happen at the Masjid. What's going on?
Okay, this coming January, this coming weekend, as a matter of fact, on the 25th, we're having our monthly family movie and fun day. We have a movie we're going to be playing. It's a movie about a Muslim of a number of years ago. His name was Bilal. If you understand the fact that our masjid is named Masjid Bilal of Cleveland, Bilal was an Ethiopian Muslim back in the day where Prophet Muhammad was alive and well, and he did a number of things to help promote the religion at that point, and we take our cues and understanding about how we promote our religion based on his historical character. So we're going to present a movie about that this coming Saturday starting at 12 noon. We're going to be also passing out food to the various shelters, the men's shelters and the women's shelters right after that programming. And for the children, we'll have some games, and we got a computer lab on the upper level of the building, so we'll get into that and play some games with that too. So it's an all-around family day so that children can get out and be a part of our community as well.
Very good.
We just had our second Sunday breakfast on the 12th. And on February, we'll be having our Black History Month programming every Sunday. For the month of February, we're going to have a Black History program. We're going to have a number of speakers coming in every Sunday to make presentations about that. We'll have another family program on the 22nd of February, talking about the same types of things. We'll pass out food for the shelters at that time as well. And that covers January and February. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. Police Chief Calvin Williams, the Chief of Police for the City of Cleveland, will be at Masjid Bilal on Monday, February the 3rd at 9 a.m. Now, I'm not a big fan of Monday morning meetings, but this is his show. What he does is every year he makes a presentation to the religious community of Cleveland, Ohio. He picked us to have his presentation this year at our masjid. We're honored to have him there. So we're actually asking everyone, if you have any kind of availability on Monday morning, February the 3rd, please come to Masjid Bilal, 7401 Euclid Avenue. We can use the audience, and he makes a really good presentation. I've heard him speak a number of times, and he's worth listening to at any time of the day.
I'll be there.
Oh, great.
I don't like Monday meetings, no, but I'll be there.
Very nice.
February 3rd.
Very nice. Now, as I talked about before the program started, I got the whole yearly calendar here, so I'll stop talking and you tell me what to go from here.
Well, first of all, Montana might not be there because she got warrants. She get cleared up between now and then. She might show.
No
All
comment.
my warrants are cleared up. What you talking about?
I got no comments.
Ain't no warrants, y'all.
All right. No, we can keep going. But those events, they're nice. Can they find those events on the website?
Yes, they can.
Can you announce that for us real quick?
Yeah, the website is masjidbilalofcleveland.org. We just redesigned it. We started it up the first of the year, and it's very easy to watch, look at. It's got a lot of information, and it's got the prayer schedule for Muslims who are interested in the daily prayers. It's got our calendar of events all the way up to March, I think. And any other activities or interests that you have as far as the religion is concerned and as far as our masjid is concerned, it's at the website.
Okay.
Now, if you don't mind, I want to turn the discussion over to Imam Sabir because there's a lot of religious information he's got for us.
Very good.
Okay, thank you again for inviting me. And I appreciate what my colleague Alvin has said. But he mentioned the first thing happening. Well, the first thing happening for us is that we are a religious institution there at 75th and Euclid. We've been there since 1983. We built that facility from the ground up. The first African American mosque, or this masjid is the term for mosque. And so we built it up from the ground in 1983, and we've been there now 37 years, I think, this year. But first thing going on this week is Juma. We call it our congregational prayer service.
Okay.
So that's something that we have weekly. We start at 12:30 every Friday, and the doors are open for the public and come and listen to what we have to offer as far as religious insights and religious commitments and religious understanding and activity to continue to work with the people in this community, within this ward, and in the city and as a whole, really, to better our community. So that's the first thing going for us. And as I said, Friday is a very important day for us. And you're all invited. So that's our main purpose here. And then secondly, of course, is to give community support. And we have a few organizations. I'm sure Albert has mentioned some of them. But we have the Clyde Rockman Community Center, which is an organization that offers seniors a lot of assistance. And they have their program coming up. Again, it's on the schedule there, and they do good work. It's a 501c3 organization also. So we have that going. And then we have also, Alan here is our cultural event planner, and he does a lot of good work in bringing other cultural events, and we hope to really have some good things in the Black History Month to offer culturally. And they also, the Clyde Rockman Community Center, they do other work too. They also give out items and food items to seniors to assist them, and we've been doing pretty well with that. And it's a program we just got started in. We're working with Walmart organization, and we collaborate with them in providing items to people in our communities, in our ward specifically, but it's possible for other people to also receive assistance. But mainly we focus on our ward because it is a lot of activity and a lot of help that's needed in our community here locally. And that's why we're really honored to be able to work with you all in trying to help develop businesses in our community, because we definitely need that economic grounding to really continue to build our religious support for us to continue to do the work we need to do.
And the Imam mentioned that, you know, we've been at the site that we're at now at 75th and Euclid since 1983. Just to underscore, we take a lot of pride in the fact that we're the first mosque or masjid to be built from the ground up, built new in Cleveland. Nobody else had done it until we built that structure over there. And we're the first masjid or mosque in the United States to be built new by a predominantly African American community. There are some communities of Muslims, and we support them also from other countries who have emigrated here. And so they've been able, a couple have been able to build a mosque before us. But yeah, Cleveland has a lot of firsts, and one of them is us.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Alan, could you speak to Salam Clinic if you got a minute?
The Salam Clinic started operating at Masjid Bilal. Did they go back to last year? Did they start last
Pretty
year?
much.
Yeah, last year. But Salam Clinic is a free clinic, free medical clinic. They don't provide medications, but they come in, they'll register anyone for free, check your vitals. We had one person who went to the clinic and registered a couple months ago. And then he found out that he didn't know that he had lost about 17 pounds in the course of a couple of months. So they diagnosed him. They told him, brother, you need to go to the hospital right away. So he went to the hospital, and about a week after he was in the hospital, he had surgery, serious surgery. He is doing well. He's back with us once again, but Had he not gone to the clinic at that time, it could have been another outcome. So those are the services that they provide. And it's available to anyone in the community, not just Muslims. Anybody in Ward 7 and anybody in Cleveland who wants to come there. Right now they're just open on Sundays from 1 until 5 p.m. But we think that it's going to be a great benefit to the community to have them there.
It will. And a lot of times when you hear free clinic, we think about people being indigent, people who have no money. But there's people that can't afford health care that can go to the clinic and feel comfortable enough that they're going to get the right advice. Even business owners, when they leave their job or they're forced out of a job and they're forced into entrepreneurship, they need that resource. They need someone to give them health advice, medical advice, that would make them say, you know what, I need to go and get some serious help and get a diagnosis. It's because that health, as we spoke on earlier today, is something that most of the time you cannot buy back.
Right.
You can spend money and we can talk business all day long, but it doesn't make sense. You know, my dad went into retirement, and like I said, that was 2 years ago, and now we looking at health care and him having the stroke. You know, he wished that, okay, I started my business, but 2 years into my business, my health is not as what it was, you know. So that's good. That's real good.
Yeah, to know that there are resources available, and they know resources.
Yeah.
I mean, that's their field. So no, it's not about how much money you have or whatever. It's about your health and what you need to do to take care of your health.
Now, how many free clinics do we have?
Well, right now, there used to be one near the border of Cleveland and East Cleveland over there in Euclid, but they no longer exist from what I was told.
Okay.
The clinic is still there.
Oh,
It's not a free clinic.
Ah.
They're now associated with, I think it's University Hospital.
Was that right?
They're associated with. So it's
Okay,
not a
so,
free clinic,
but in terms of free clinic in Cuyahoga County, there are two.
Okay.
There's us on 75th and Euclid, and then the Islamic Center of Cleveland in Parma, Ohio, which is on West 130th off of, oh shoot, I forgot the name of that cross street.
Snow Road.
Thanks, sir.
Off of Snow.
Snow Road, thank you very much. So West 130th off of Snow Road, the Islamic Center of Cleveland, they have a free clinic. Their hours are on Saturday, basically from 1 to 5.
Okay.
So that's it in Cuyahoga County.
Okay. Now, why don't you drop that address again for us? The address, the time, and the dates for that free clinic.
Okay, again, the free clinic, the name of it is Salam Clinic. It's a free clinic. You don't have to pay for any services. We're located on the lower level of Masjid Bilal of Cleveland, address of 7401 Euclid Avenue on the corner of East 75th and Euclid. They're open on Sundays from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. They are staffed by doctors, mainly from Metro Hospital, the one that's on West 25th Street, although I've seen other medical professionals from University Hospital and Cleveland Clinic also try to provide services from the Salam Clinic. They're having some scheduling issues because of everybody wanting to help, but that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have. But yeah, that's how they're doing it.
Okay. Now, real quick, is there any other subjects before we move on
Yes,
to
there's
this?
one more thing I'd like to mention, and I again appreciate this opportunity, and that is that I'd like to give a big shout out to our councilman, Bashir Jones, because of his great effort in assisting us and working with us to really strengthen our ward here. And since he's been elected as the councilman there, we've gotten great support from him. And so we just want to thank him for that. And we hope to really, this election year, hope to have Masjid Bilal as a registrar to help people sign up so they can vote and get involved in not just the local issues, but also the national issues. Very important, and it would really benefit us to be more politically involved than we are. We have been involved in politics now really for many years, since 1975, when our late leader, Imam W.D. Muhammad, took over the leadership of his father's passing in February 1975. And as a consequence of that, now we have judges, mayors, all kind of council people, all kind of political involvement to really show that we support our country and that we want to be known as patriotic American Muslim citizens.
Well, we appreciate. We give a shout out or woo woo to Bajir Jones. Woo.
Trying to get me through that.
All right, we definitely appreciate the free clinic in Ward 7. We also appreciate all the volunteers. You're volunteers, right?
Yes.
Appreciate the volunteers that come help out in Ward 7 to further achieve the free clinic's goals and missions there. How many minutes we got? 3 minutes. There we go.
Okay. Before 1 minute,
Okay.
Albert. There's some
all right.
things that we haven't touched on yet. You don't have to explain them all, but just give an idea. Just go down the line
Okay.
about what's going to happen from here to June.
Okay. From here to June, we're talking about a religious obligation that all Muslims have to participate in the month of Ramadan. Again, I don't have the time to get into that, but they have to participate in that. That's going to start in May, if I'm correct. We're going to be having our 37th annual anniversary dinner in the first weekend in June. We're going to have several business programming that are sponsored by BBLOTT. In March, we have the Business Symposium. And okie dokie, come on, hurry up. In July, we have the Financial Literacy Program, July the 18th. On August the 8th, we'll have the Professional Development Program set up by BBLOTT. And the last one will be in October. The first Saturday of October, we'll have a job fair.
All right.
Isn't that something?
All right.
Busy.
Y'all busy.
Uplifting the
They
community.
doing more than we doing.
I don't know about that part.
We lazy.
Yeah, if you didn't hear him, we in some of that.
I didn't even know it. I didn't like, what? I gotta get that schedule.
So, hey, you heard it from here at BBLOTT, KAZ Radio. We got a lot of things going on in Ward 7 coming via the Masjid of Bilal. Masjid Bilal is going to offer you a lot of resources when it comes
Right.
down to business development, spiritual uplift, and everything else that has something to do with this community. So roll your sleeves up, dig in, and help these brothers uplift the community as
get
they are
involved
here
in
to
your
help
community. Yes, Ward 7, get involved. So we are pretty much out of time. So KAZ Radio, one more thing, if you're looking to start your business this year, you need some help starting your nonprofit, your for-profit business structuring, reach out to BBLOTT Incorporated, Building Businesses of Tomorrow today at 503 East 200th Street. We're in Euclid, Ohio, 44119. You can call us or visit our website, BBLOTT.net. So BBLOTT.net. You can go on our website or you can call us 216-815-7300. So until next week, next Wednesday at noon, BBLOTT Incorporated. I'm your host Montana, your co-host over here.
For Tyus.
We'll see you. Yeah. Oh, ready yet? Okay. So we'll see you next Wednesday.